Hello dear friends, on Melonfonk channel. In this video we will talk about the update 28.6 in Melon Playground. Well, the last number of likes will show who you are from Melon Playground, and the last number of subscriptions will show your item. Let's just play, if your likes are 7, and the last digit of your subscription is number 3, you're a nuclear cactus, and it's very simple. I also want to say a huge thank you to these guys right here for being in my video. If you want to be in my next video, just subscribe, give me a like, and write your cool comment. It's as simple as that. Well, I won't stall your time and enjoy watching. So, dear friends, update 28.6 is out, and this update is so unusual, and believe me, you've never seen it before, because the developers made a mistake. You probably do not understand what this mistake is, but I will tell you now. The developers in the App Store accidentally posted a version for developers, and it's really true. I don't know, maybe by the time this video was released, everything was fixed and you can't get this unique access, but at the time of recording this video, namely on May 1st, everything is still working, and you can still try the developer version in the App Store. It's basically just a beta build of future updates. It's a special developer version where everything is being tested. And by some weird random circumstance, apparently they just messed up and accidentally posted this version in the App Store. So how is this version different? First of all, there are unique new things that have not yet been added to the game. Apparently they will be in the update 29.0 or already in the release version 28.6. The main difference between the regular version of Melon Playground from the developer's version is that when loading in Principal Melon Playground, we have a different loading screen. If in the regular version there is just loading mods and see the slider, in the build version, we see more right word combination with blue and green letters. I do not know why it is so done, and why it works like this. But apparently some function in it is, not without reason, it is a build version. The second main difference is that for some reason in the build version for developers there is a red exclamation mark in the middle at the top, apparently just to let you know that this is still the version for developers and it is different from the version for regular users. Also on the bottom right of this version, we can clearly see the inscription, that this is the developer version. And again, it looks even stranger considering that we should not have this version on our hands. In fact, it's really so random drain, and you really see unique things that probably we'll never see again. It's really insanely cool for this definitely put it like Hozik. In general, honestly, I'm shocked that this could happen. It's really crazy interesting. It's a good info pod. I think it's also interesting for you to see how the build testers work, how the developers work, and what version of the game they have, and how it differs. Also, another difference between this version and our usual chalk pegboard is that there is no workshop. Apparently the internet basically doesn't work because the ads don't show up either, which is naturally interesting. They also added items that we weren't supposed to know about either. This is the socket and the plug for that socket. And they don't work yet. They're basically just pacifier sockets. The developers themselves have stated that. So it's basically a little bit of a drain for you. And you can see the texture, enable some features, change the color of the sockets, but they don't have any other functions. Which is also very interesting. Basically, the developers are adding more and more new mechanisms, and this is one of them. I do not know how they will work. I think it will be like a connector for wires. Let's say we have created some mechanism. Then all this is brought out through the wire to the socket, and the mechanism will close only if we insert the plug into the socket, in principle, as in life. Which is quite interesting, again, given the fact that we have a huge number of buttons, different mechanisms, different sliders, and so on. I don't know how useful it will really be, but again, the mechanism itself is quite interesting. As we can see from the functions of the socket, the fact that we will still be able to adjust the power, and this is also good, so I think that this is the main feature of this update, and these items, again, they do not yet work adequately, because it is a build version, and it is still just a moulagis. But still for you, such an interesting insider. Honestly, the info dump turned out to be completely unexpected for me, and in principle, according to the plans, today was supposed to be another video. Most likely it will be released in the end on Saturday or Sunday, but still for me it was really unexpected news, and it's very cool. 28th of June was also released in the Play Market, but there was a regular version, and basically you won't find any differences there now, because there are no innovations yet. This update is still related to a new contest for Space Day, apparently, I think it was. But it's also weird because the Day of Astronautics long ago passed. Exactly why it is a space contest, I honestly do not understand. perhaps just late decided to add something interesting in terms of the contest. I think it's still a good hook for users, or basically everything as always. There will be a promo code, there will definitely be many stars, with which we can earn in principle for new mods, earn a lot of new money, and it's always good. I think you all love freebies. In principle, the design of this contest I really liked, really cute, so unusual all looks. Of course, we will expect some new space items. Perhaps it will not be, because as we can see, you're in the build version and nothing like that, but I would be very interesting to see it. Perhaps there will be an update 28th of July or something similar, again in the changelog and display market in Epi Store. It was stated that this update is dedicated to the new contest, and it is generally not wise, so I think that around this and everything should be formed. I originally did not plan to make this video because I think that nothing unusual, just a new contest, but still because of the fact that the developers screwed up some of those who download versions. It so happened that we saw the build version, and this is already interesting and can tell you about it. Maybe this build version is still available in App Store. Be sure to download it if you have an iPhone to just try yourself as a developer. Nick, about the voting, it is still not finished, so we are not waiting for 29.0 anytime soon. I think it will all happen in May, obviously. But when exactly, I can't tell you. Maybe the middle or maybe the end. As soon as I think the 29.0 update will be ready, it will be online. Trust me, everyone who is waiting for the Endless Ocean, just be patient and wait for the next one. As they say, the road will be traveled by those who walk. Obviously, we are waiting for new items. It's different mechanisms like sockets and forks. Also, we are waiting for new editors. The developers told us about it directly. And in principle, every update is somehow related to the editor. And it is somehow improved every time. We are waiting for the transport editor and waiting for improvements to the map editor. Again, everyone told us about it. Again, be sure to write in the comments what you think about it. As for me, today's video was very interesting, really unusual, because not every day this happens. Well, and for the fact that you saw this video, be sure to put a like, subscribe to the channel, because the next will be a video. And more interesting, do not forget to leave comments and write there your opinion. Well, this is my video comes to an end. You are on the channel Melonfonk. Good luck to everyone, goodbye, and remember, buddy, as always, see you the other day.